Are you planning on going to a rally this year? Stay tuned and we'll talk about some of the bigger ones around the country. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and I just want to thank everyone that has subscribed recently and commented on the other videos that we've done. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It's free, it doesn't cost you a nickel, and it does help out the channel with the algorithm and where it places our videos. So a thumbs up, a comment, and a subscription would be great. I'd appreciate it. I'm recording this video on Tuesday this week, the day before Harley Davidson is making their big global announcement on the 26th. And the reason I'm doing that is because we pretty much know that the meat of that announcement is going to be the new Lowrider S and the new version of the Lowrider S and what I've seen pictures of a Road King performance bagger with a solo seat and, you know, the bigger 117 motor, stuff like that. I think that's what's going to be in it. Every other YouTuber is going to cover it. They've already been covering it, so I'm just not going to beat that dead horse. If something huge comes out, I'll talk about it in future videos. But this week, I just wanted to talk to you about some motorcycle rallies. I like going, to Myrtle Beach. I know you guys, a lot of you go to Sturgis and Daytona, but there's a lot of other smaller rallies that you may or may not know about. And please, this is by no means a complete list of all the rallies in the country. You may know of some, that I don't know of that I didn't cover in this list. I tried to put together a comprehensive list. I've got quite a few, but I'm sure there's some I missed, and that's okay. These are just some that I'm aware of that I thought you might like to know about. So let's get to it. The first one that I have on my list is called the Thunder by the Bay, and that's going to take place February 18th through 20th in Sarasota, Florida. Right before Daytona. It's kind of like a warm-up to Daytona. So if you're in the Sarasota area, easy for me to say, check out the Thunder by the Bay. It's a 3-day rally. It might be a good time. After that, of course, the big one, March 4th through 13th in Daytona Beach, is the Daytona Rally. It's the biggest, one of the biggest in the country. It's huge. A lot of people go. They have the loop that people ride. Once you do that, there's not a ton of riding. It's mostly vendors, bars, that type of thing. But again, it's hugely popular. I think mostly because people just want to get out of town, out of this bad weather, the cold weather, and head to Florida with their motorcycles. So that's, again, March 4th through 13th. Coming up after that, when I have the Outer Banks Bike Rally right here in North Carolina, it's going to be at Mann's Harbor, North Carolina. That'll be April 20th through 23rd. I haven't been to this rally, but I hear it's great. It's on the coast. I hear it's beautiful out there. The water is beautiful. So, I mean, it's a great time to go to the Outer Banks. So check that one out, April 20th through 23rd. And then April 27th through May 1st is going to be the Panama City Motorcycle Rally. It's their spring rally for Panama City Beach, Florida. Again, that's April 27th to May 1st. If you're in the Florida area, check that one out. One that I hadn't heard of, I did a little research on it. It looked pretty cool. It's called the Steel Horse Rally. It's in Fort Smith, Arkansas, May 6th and 7th. Just a 2-day event, but it looked like a lot of fun. They've got some bands and some vendors, and it looked like a decent time. It's not far from North Carolina, so some of the local guys watching, you might want to head over to Arkansas and check that out in May. And then again, another big one, May 13th through 22nd. At Murrells, Inlet, South Carolina, would be the Myrtle Beach Spring Rally. I will be going to that. It's a great time. I went last year. I look forward to it. So if you get an opportunity, head to Myrtle Beach, May 13th through 22nd. And then, of course, May 29th in Washington, D.C. is Rolling Thunder. That's a hugely patriotic event. Everybody tries to get to that. May 29th this year. Go back to June now, June 11th through 19th, an event that while I lived in the Northeast, I never quite made it to, and I'm kind of disappointed. The Laconia Motorcycle Bike Week in Laconia, New Hampshire, not far from where I was up in the upstate New York area. But 11th through 19th, it's a really good-sized rally, and I've heard a lot of good things about it. So if you're in the northeastern portion of the country, check that out. Another one that I hadn't heard of that you might find interesting, it's in Cookeville, Tennessee. It's called the June Bug Boogie Rally. It's a event goes on from June 16th through 19th. Again, that's in Cookeville, Tennessee. Check it out. Another event in New York, my home state, that I heard a ton about and just never made it to. It's called the Harley Rendezvous. It's June 23rd through 26th in Pattersonville, New York, and centrally located. It's easy to get to. So I've heard a lot of good things about that rally. So if you get a chance, check that out. Also in the Northeast, we're going to move to Pennsylvania now. The Thunder in the Valley Johnstown Rally in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. That's going to take place June 13th through 26th. Again, I Googled it, looked it up. Looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. They do it every year. Ton of bands and vendors and, you know, the typical rally scene. So check that one out. And then July 14th through 17th is the Sturgis Rally. No, not that Sturgis, Sturgis, Kentucky. It's a shorter rally. It's smaller. They're playing off the name. You know, they're located in Sturgis, Kentucky, so they're having their Sturgis Rally. I think this is the second or third year for it. Looked pretty cool on the website, so check that out. And that would be followed by the big one, the 81st Sturgis Black Hills Rally out in Sturgis, South Dakota. It's going to be August 6th through 15th. Hugely popular. The benefit. I think the big thing about that rally is that there are so many great rides to take. There's a ton of really great riding out in that part of the country. And most of it doesn't even take place in Sturgis. It's in areas around. So someday we'll get out there if you get an opportunity to do it. Now we're going to move to September 22nd through 25th, the Bike, Blues, and Barbecue event in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Another event that's really popular that I've heard a lot of good things about. An event coming up now that I have been to several times and miss incredibly, Lake George, New York, Americade. This thing, it's touted as the world's largest touring rally. Whether or not it is, I don't know. But it started out years ago as a Goldwing rally, and now it's just been taken over by Harley, which a lot of these rallies have. And it's right on Lake George. Some of the riding through the Adirondack Mountains it's just gorgeous. The vendors are right on the lake, a lot of them. It's just beautiful. It's a really good time. There's nothing like riding the Adirondack Mountains. If you get a chance, head up there. It's September 21st through 25th. It used to be in June. After COVID and everything, they moved it to September, but check it out if you get a chance. After that, we're going to go to October 14th through 17th, and we're going back to Daytona for Biketoberfest. Another good event. It doesn't get quite the turnout that the regular Daytona Rally does, but it's still a pretty good event, so check it out if you can. Also in Florida in November, the 12th through 14th, is the Leesburg Bike Fest. I've heard Professional Monkey talk about that rally. He loves it. He's been to Daytona, and he thinks Leesburg is a better event. So if you get a chance, check that out. And again, that's November 12th and 14th. A couple that I had thrown in here at the end after I compiled the main list, so they're out of order date-wise, but that's okay. The Myrtle Beach Fall Rally is very popular. Again, not as popular as the spring event, but that takes place September 27th through October 3rd back in Murrells Inlet. Another really good event. I mean, Myrtle Beach, you can't go wrong in that time of year in the fall. It's really beautiful riding down there. And then the last one I have is called the Thunder Beach Annual Fall Rally. I covered the spring one. This is the one for Panama City Beach, Florida. It's October 21st through 25th. How can you beat going to Florida that time of year, man? I mean, the weather will be beautiful. So head down that way. Again, I checked out their website for the fall rally as well. It looks like a really good time. Let me know what rallies you guys plan on going to, what ones you've been to, some that I missed that you're looking forward to that maybe I just totally missed. Because again, I didn't get them all. I tried to find as many as I could. I'm going back to Myrtle Beach this year. Hopefully I can get some video footage while I'm down there. I did a little bit last year, but the channel had just started, so I really wasn't, great at getting that kind of stuff. So I'm going to head down there. And thank you for all the comments I've been getting. If you have any other topics that you want covered, please just leave a comment down below. I am going to attach this list in the comments down below so that you can see all these different rallies and the dates and the locations. I know I went through it fast, but I will post all of this down below so that you guys have access to it. Hey, look, man, thanks for coming along for the ride. I appreciate it. I'm having a great time with the channel. Again, like, comment, share, all that kind of stuff. Subscribe, everything. So thanks for coming along for the ride, and we'll see you next week.